I've got two important things to say before we begin. Lily Collins. Emily is not 22. Secondly, what the fuck is this show? Man, I really can't believe a show like this is still popular in 2020. Maybe that's harsh. But considering that I somehow managed to go into this with some actual level of expectations, mostly because I really do like Lily Collins. She seems really nice. I went in. I went in thinking, it could be okay. Could be okay. Might be okay. She's in it. I like her. It's meant to be a kind of drama and comedy. It might be okay. And it's because I went in with those expectations that I kind of went, oh, God. I expected this to be anything but Sex and the City. I thought it would be something different. I thought that the creator, Darren Star, right, created both of them. I thought he would have evolved from then, brought more modern sensibilities to it. It is frankly one of the most cynical shows ever to exist, I think. Darren Star seems to have these, he has these unrealistic expectations about these amazing big city lives that all white women lead. But I mean, how in hell can all of these characters be so impeccably and impractically dressed every day? And why? This basically takes a two-dimensional view of Paris as the greatest thing ever, and also violently shits with its awe-inducing naivete all over the French people. Like, damn. All these people that shit on Emily for being American, the way this show portrays them, that makes me go, oh yeah, maybe we should all band together and look down our noses at Americans for being Anyway, Emily in Paris is about a girl called Emily Cooper, who was a Chicago marketing executive with a master's degree in marketing, a genius knowledge of everything you could ever need to know to market anything, the ability to make every man in Paris fall in love with her immediately, the solution to practically any problem she could be ever presented with in her work life, right in her back pocket, just waiting there to be pulled out after 5 minutes. And the easy ability to gain thousands of followers on Instagram in the time it takes any of the rest of us to gain, like, 10. Yeah. Is it just me, or is Darren Star a shitty, modern Jane Austen? Because it seems to me like all of his stories are concerned entirely with taking the rich and wealthy and pretending that their problems, generally much more involved with romance and only superficially with their actual work or anything else in their lives, and then he just pretends like we should care automatically about them. Why should we care about these people? What makes Emily someone we should care about? Because she kind of seems nice, but that bouncy energy and the way she goes about and the way she judges, everything in France and just takes pictures of things and goes, ha, look, American followers, how weird is this? Like me and laugh at these people, the French. I don't like Emily. I think she sucks. I'd love to meet Lily Collins in real life. I would not like to meet Emily. She seems awful. Anyway, here's my woman review for Emily in Paris.
Paris is the most exciting city in the world, and you never know what's going to happen next.
I mean, if nothing else good can be said about this, then we can say that it knows to some degree how silly and frivolous it is. But I don't think it understands how this constant American perspective on everything wrong with France, which, might I add, bears very few resemblances to actual France, even in terms of those details about like how the fashion in France is right now and stuff. That's like what a decent amount of the show is about. And that's just plain wrong, apparently. That whole view is unbearably, disgustingly condescending. It might not automatically seem that way to a lot of people in America, but for anyone outside of it, it's just gross. I hate it. It's American snobbery at its best, and somehow it's portraying that and being so snobby while making everyone but the American seem snobby. It's just disgusting. I'll watch a second season, oh totally, if it's entirely in the French language, because why would it not be? She's been learning for the whole season. I'm giving what I really hope is the only season of Emily in Paris 44 out of 100. It's not disgustingly bad as a show, but the morals and ideals behind it are horrifying. But don't let my horrible ranting about this show dissuade you from subscribing, guys, because I'm not normally like this. That was a lot. And I knew I wasn't going to love it early on, so watching 5 hours of it was a lot.